Okay, Randy, I'm doing this just for you. It's 96 degrees here in central Illinois, and my old lady won't let me go outside to mow the yard and die of heat stroke. So I thought I'd show you. This is the difference between some of the standard gauge and the 1 gauge. A Lionel number 10 in standard, and this is a Bing for Bassett Loke in 1 gauge wind-up. They're about the same size, but different, of course, in width of track. And this is a whole series of 1 gauge cars and stuff that I've got. The locomotive is wind up, and this is a mix of Bing and Markland. And then, if you'll look here, this is American Flyer and Bing on track, and you can see that the cars are much smaller than what it would be if it was standard gauge. Move that one out of the way, and you can see just a whole lot smaller. Something of a side note, I've got this track is double gauged. It's a standard to no gauge, but if you take your 1 gauge cars and you put the one wheel on the outside rail here and the other wheel on here, it's in gauge. Now that's basically because the wheels have a little bit of slide to them. Fixed axles like the locomotive, she won't fit. It's out of gauge. It's too narrow. But like this, it works great. They roll great. I wish I could make the whole thing work that way, and then I could have 1 gauge, standard gauge, and O gauge all on the same footprint. It would be outstanding. But that's basically your difference between your standard and your 1 gauge cars. They did make 8-wheel trucks for bigger cars, but most of the stuff in Europe are just four-wheel cars. That's about all the bigger their stuff was. So I hope you find this a little bit informative.